I had to steal a cup from Hasbrook. Let's talk about plans. Hi, I'm Christian Swanson. This is Thomas. And this is Samantha. Now, I'm a digital media production major. Turn left. That means I want to have a future in the filmmaking business. I tell you, I'm going to tell stories that make people think. I'm going to create characters that people identify with. I'm probably going to meet Keanu Reeves at some point. Or Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum. God willing. And that's why I have this here 20-page script of a screenplay I wrote. It's titled USB Drive. Even Samantha here, the old stick in the mud, liked it. Isn't that right, Samantha? Oh, but things don't always work out how we plan now, do they? In fact, sometimes they just go straight to hell. And as a matter of fact, that's what ended up happening in this situation. Let's take a look at some of the reasons why that is. Number 1. I like to overcomplicate things and involve multiple sets, long running times, short-term decision-making, and very, very, very little planning. Number 2. I don't know how to talk to human beings. Hey, did you know that I don't know any of your names? Not a one. I don't know the name of a single person in field production, except for Allie, because she gave me her email address at one point and it had her name in it. Number 3. My camera person isn't allowed on campus. See my previous video for more information. That's why we get all these walking shots. They're the only way to provide any feeling of variety. No one behind the camera means no one to move the camera. Cool! But enough of all that hobnobbery. Let's move on. But anyways, after that I came up with the idea of using Field Q, which is an area near the soccer fields, to do another introspective piece. That didn't work out either. You see, as it turns out, that film ended up being incredibly boring. It mostly consisted of me performing mundane activities while my voiceover spoke with a very melancholy tone and tried to convince you to not feel horribly depressed for me. You see, viewers, I dislike being here at SUNY New Paltz a whole lot. Wait, why was it that I'm here again? Can't seem to remember. Oh well. But anyways, my point is that I'm taking 19 credits right now so that I can get as much nonsense done as possible. In fact, I find myself so utterly swamped with work that an actual complicated final video for field production is completely impossible. And instead what I'm handing in is this! A several-minute long glorified apology of a video. An in-depth explanation for why I don't have a final project. So what's up ahead for Christian Swanson? Well, next semester I'm only going to be taking 3 classes, 12 credits. In fact, I organized it so that I only have school on Tuesday and Friday. Well, I'm going to go to school for those 2 days, but I'm going to try to see if I can get a job to fill the remaining days of the week. You see, I owe a large amount of money to a large amount of different people. And I can hear you now. You're saying, Christian, this entire thing is just one long monologue that you've shot by yourself, and it doesn't deserve a passing grade, regardless of what the assignment is. Well, now don't get me wrong, I used to be sad, folks. Honestly, I really was. I used to rue the day I ever came to this godforsaken school. I mean, You'd think that being on top of a mountain would allow you to get a fucking cell phone signal, wouldn't you? But, not so, as it turns out. And just like Verizon's dimming cell phone signal, so too has my dimming morale become a focal point of my experience here at New Paltz, making me wish with every growing day to turn into a bird and fly as far away from this place as possible. Not nowadays, though. Nowadays, my senses have been flipped. In fact, once I accepted the fact that every facet of life here at SUNY New Paltz is disappointing, my life became great. Little to no food at Hasbrook on the weekends? Don't worry, it's just New Paltz. No friends? New Paltz. The knowledge that you're failing several classes and can't actually bring yourself to care? That's just New Paltz. The constant realization that my ex-girlfriend of 4 years is living directly upstairs from me, and that I still have a massive codependent complex left unresolved, lying dormant on most days until I see her by chance in the hallway, activating my flight response and sending me into a literal panic attack? I want this video to end now.